Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you're here today joining me and Ellie, my little Yorkshire Terrier Ellie, for a Facebook Live. And I'm so excited. It couldn't be a more exciting day. Today I got my whole 2 big boxes from Stampin' Up! Of my new catalog order, and I hardly had time to even get ready for the Facebook Live. I've been just so excited. I've been just pulling stuff out of boxes. I did a live video with my team to show them everything, and Ellie was barking and barking at the UPS man when he delivered the stuff, and she's been having fun with my little daisy magnet. I have a little magnet inside of there, and it's a little bookmark that I use for my catalog. So I'm thinking I'm going to teach you that one of these times. But yeah, she really likes that daisy magnet bookmark. And what we're going to do today is first of all, I can show you the whole catalog, the inside and everything. And I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to preview a suite that we could not get before. We were only able to get it starting June 3rd, and it's the Peony Garden Suite. And I got the whole suite, and I want to show it to you today and make a quick card because I only had a minute to discover it, to put it together. But that's what we're going to do today. Now let me put Ellie down and let her take her little nap. And first I wanted to talk about your sharing. Thank you so much for sharing my Facebook Live. I really, really appreciate it. And because I appreciate it, I like to give you gifts for sharing. And last week we had 5 shares. I really appreciate it. If you can share this Facebook Live right while we're talking even, there's a way that you can share it. I'm just gonna click on my Facebook Live here and watch and see if maybe I can share it myself right now. Because there I see it. Now let me see how to share it. Yep, it says, yes, debut of the Peony Suite. And I'm gonna do a little technical stuff for you, and there, now I can see your comments, which I want to do. Oh my gosh, already you've been sharing? Is that right now? You've already been sharing? Oh my goodness gracious. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's look to see. Now last week the prizes were a spool of the beautiful metallic edge ribbon in Petal Pink, and that spool goes to Carol Busby. And Carol, I think, are you already on the call today? Carol wins the spool of Petal Pink metallic edge ribbon. And Carol, just instant message me your address so that I can get it out to you. Thank you so much. And then the other prize was a journal, whether you wanted it's called the Press Petals Journal that just retired, whether you wanted a brand new one completely unopened, or you wanted one that I had made, that I had put some foo-foo on with a magnolia suite. And that has been won by Lori Taylor. So Lori, contact me and let me know which of these you want, and I'll get it to you. Okay, you'll get the one you want. Now for this week, the prize, I have 2 prizes again, because I love when you share. And the 2 prizes this week are, I have 2 packages of the In Color Faceted Dots. Now, the interesting thing about these is that they are the In Colors that are still with us for one more year, the 2019-2021 In Colors. So we're using these for a whole other year. But for some reason, they discontinued these particular faceted dots, and they're in all the 5 In Colors from 2019 to 2021. So I have 2 packages of these, and I'll send them to two of the people who share today's video, because I really appreciate it. So appreciate that. So as you know, the new catalog has gone live. We're all just couldn't be more excited, and let's start looking at this beautiful Peony suite, the Peony Garden Suite. And here it is in the catalog. It is gorgeous. And the colors in it are petal pink, gray granite, and it says so. I love this, that it tells us over here where our designer series paper is featured. In the catalog, it's pages 82 and 83 of the, and I think a little bit on 84, yes, of your new catalog. And if you don't have one, contact me about that. Leave a comment and I'll get in touch with you. And it tells right here the colors that are involved with, that are used in this suite with the papers and everything. And it's petal pink, gray granite, and basic gray. And so those are our colors, and I thought I got the whole entire suite, so I thought I'd show you the papers to start with because they are so beautiful. So let's bring the papers over onto the camera, and I'm just going to go through them one by one with you because they're so pretty. And so the peonies are featured. So here we have larger peonies scattered all throughout. And let's turn yes, this is the other page. This is the back side of that, and that is smaller peonies in a beautiful pattern in petal pink. Isn't that gorgeous? Now here we have a different kind of pattern of the gray peonies, and the back side of this is a geometric, which is, there is some geometric pattern in the peonies. So here is the geometric background to that. Here's an interesting one. This is the peonies in white on the gray background, and that's really pretty. And the back side of that is a very subtle petal pink pattern, very subtle. Here's another geometric gray. And these patterns are going to be great, I think, even for our mail cards for guys. And then the other side of that is, it's peony buds before they really open up, the gray on the white. Aren't those sweet? And then here is, again, petal pink with the large peony flowers. And the background to this is another geometric type print. And this one is interesting. It's a beautiful marble pattern, which I really like. And again, fully opened peonies. Isn't that just beautiful? And I'm going to use some of that on our card that we're going to make today. So that's the designer series paper that's in the suite. Now I want to show you some other parts of the suite. This is the stamp set right here. And it's called Prized Peony, and it is beautiful. The one stamp I'm going to use today is this very large peony with a bud attached. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a smaller one, and here's a fully opened one. Aren't those beautiful? There's a couple of nice leaves, and there is a very faint geometric pattern stamp there. And then we have some really nice sentiments. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. I like that. And then for a sympathy card, so sorry for your loss. I like that too. I don't think you can ever have enough of those on hand. And then my thoughts are with you, and love and thanks to a dear friend. So this is really a stamp set. Of course, you can use the flowers for anything, but the sentiments are kind of for a friend and thinking of you, which is a nice thing to do right now, is to think of people, you know, say thank you and we're thinking of you. Yes, the marble, Patricia, is stunning. I agree. So this is the stamp set, and then I want to show you the dies. Now I've used 2 of them already because I pre-cut some things for our card. Whoops, there's that little daisy again. So here are the dies. They're called the Peony dies, and I've only taken the 2 I used even off the package. This is the die for the large flower that I'm going to use on the card today, and this was a total surprise to me. I didn't even know this was here. Look at this beautiful edging die. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to hold it up closer. Do you see those little swirls in there and kind of a double edge? Now this side here does not cut, so this would be for an edge of a piece of paper, and that's how I used it today. I was surprised and pleasantly. I really like that die. And then the rest we're going to have to play with. I can see that these are leaves. I'm really just not sure. I know this one, there's one that causes the peony flower to pop up, and I'm really anxious to try that. I didn't have time to really play today, and I'm not quite sure what those 2 do. So this is just a really quick go through because I barely even use these, but they're going to be fun, fun, fun. And then there is an embossing folder too. And here's the embossing folder, and that's kind of the geometric pattern. Do you see that? It's really neat. And here's the cover, if it helps you to see it. Of course, it's not, it's on black with the cover, but I think this is really a nice embossing folder. I haven't used it, but I hope to, and I will, and it's very neat. It goes with those background patterns. Then, okay, the stamps and dies are my favorites, but this is my next favorite. Oh boy, look at that. These are Vellum square doilies. I mean, you guys know that I love doilies, and I could not be more excited about these doilies. And in fact, this is my prize, my free gift to you this month. If you place an order of $50 or more in my online store and use my host code for June, which I'm sorry I don't have it handy right now. I've been just, you know, zooming around to get ready. But it's on my blog. If you use my June host code and place an order of $50 or more in my online store, I will send you an entire package of these beautiful square vellum doilies. And let's see how many are in a pack. 24, and you can cut them in all different ways. I'm gonna have a ton of fun with these babies. Okay, and these are the elegant faceted gems. Aren't those pretty? It looks like petal pink, white, and clear, and they're faceted. Those are really pretty. We're going to try to use one of those today. They're peel and stick, so they do stick right on your projects. Now, let me look at the catalog again. Was there a ribbon that went with this? There might have been. Oh, it's a gray granite shimmer ribbon. And actually, I have it on my table behind me because of my ribbon share, which I've already sold out my shares. But this is a beautiful gray granite shimmer ribbon I didn't bring over. I'm sorry, but you'll see it. You'll see it on my projects, right? Okay, so let's see what we've got for today, what we're going to make. So I didn't even have time to make a sample card for you guys. I just cut out some pieces parts for us, and I thought we'd just put it together. So, oh my goodness, I forgot to show you one thing. One thing I did want to show all of you that I got from the catalog that I think you're really going to like and is super cool is the new Stamp and Seal and Stamp and Seal Plus. I wanted to bring this to your attention today. The Stamp and Seal replaces what we've had as the snail. Sometimes in certain weathers the snail didn't adhere tightly enough, and so they've come out with a tighter, a better adhesive for us in the Stamp and Seal. Now the case is a little bit larger, but it's supposed to be better than the snail. And then, because so many of us love the fast fuse, I don't know if you remember the fast fuse from a few years ago that was super, super tight hold. Like you could even use it for 3D projects. So they've come out with Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to get that up really close to you, and I don't know if you can see. Can you see that tiny little plus on there? That's how you know the difference between them. The Stampin' Seal is more like the snail, and the Stampin' Seal Plus is the really tight one. And an interesting thing about these is they are interchangeable in the same case. So you can interchange them, and that's pretty neat. And I might try some of these today. I did a little test, and they both hold super tightly. So the one thing that concerns me, for me personally, you know I love my multi-purpose glue because it allows you a few minutes to adjust. And I'm concerned I might get something really kooky if I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I'm so used to my multi-purpose glue, so I may get brave in just a minute here and try these, but I wanted to let you know. And let me see if I can find the page for those so that you can even read more in your catalog about them. Let me see, you know, if you want to know where something is, the accessories index is at the back, and the stamp set index is right prior to that. So that's a good thing to remember. So I'm going to look up Stampin' Seal is on page 162. So let's go to page 162. Okay, here we go. And here is the Stampin' Seal and the Stampin' Seal Plus. Let me bring it down a little more. Okay, and the Stampin' Seal is number 6. It says Instant Bond Permanent Adhesive. Holds cardstock and ribbon, acid-free. You get 16.4 yards in each roll. And with the case, it's $8, and as a refill, it's $5.50. So that's not bad. The Stampin' Seal Plus is Instant Bond Permanent Adhesive, Strong Seal. Adheres 3D projects and heavier layers securely. The same amount, 16.4 yards, acid-free. With the case or the whatever, it's $12, and the refill is $8. So you only use that on special, you know, for your special 3D projects and things. So now let's get back to our card. Okay, so I decided to use a few things. I decided to use this paper as a background DSP, and I used that edge die that has those scrolls, and it's a little hard to see. I wonder if those pop out. I wonder if they do. Maybe they do. Let me get my glasses on closer and see here. You know, all of this is just as new to me as it is to you. No, I don't. It doesn't look like they pop out, the little holes in there. It's pretty hard to see, but there you can see them. There's a little hole, a couple little holes. It looks like it's just an impression. Either that or I needed to run it through the die cutting machine another time, but I think they just stay that way. So I thought that was such a pretty edge. And so here's our card, and we're going to put this, center it on the card so that the edge shows. Get that in the, I want to get it in the range for you. And I am going to use my multi-purpose glue because I really do, I'm a little perfectionist on how that goes. So I'm just going to put that down right on the card. Just like that. I think that looks pretty good. And look at how pretty that edge looks. And I think on a plain color cardstock, that edge would really show up really nice. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now the next thing I'm going to put on, of course, is a doily. Now, I could cut it, I suppose, but I think just because it's my first time using it, you can't see it all that much, but I think I'm going to put it here in just on the left side, the left lower side of the card. And I think that one little dot needs to pop out. Those do pop out. Those little centers. And I think there's quite a bit that pops out here. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of my multi-purpose glue just in dots. I'm going to cover most of it with a flower, my peony, of course. And so I'm just going to glue it a little bit, just putting little dots where you can. And it'll stick down. So I'm going to press that down right here in the lower left edge of the card. Okay, and then I stamped and die cut this flower. Oh my gosh, is that gorgeous or what? I used Flirty Flamingo. I did not use Petal Pink, which is the color that goes with the suite, but I wanted it to show up a little bit more for you guys and let you see how beautiful the flower is. And I think I'm going to put it up on Stampin' Dimensionals just because it's so beautiful. I really want it to show. And that's really sticking to my finger there. This is a new pack and they're really sticky. Okay, so I try not to use too many dimensionals. Let's see, I think that'll work. I could put little babies in there, but I'm not gonna, little minis, but I'm not gonna take the time to do that. And we'll take our backing sheet, little papers off, and we're just gonna set that right over that beautiful vellum. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty, you guys? Oh, I love it. I just love it. I mean, you don't need too much. This flower says it all, doesn't it? And then I did go ahead and pre-stamp the Love and Thanks to a Dear Friend sentiment. Let me see. And I cut it out with one of the Stitch So Sweetly rectangle dies. I'm crazy about those. And I'm just going to put it right up here. I thought that might look nice. Again, this is just, I just thought this up in a flash because I wanted to use all of these things and show you how beautiful. I mean, it really, it doesn't even take any real thinking at all. You just use these products and they are going to be, ooh la la, beautiful. Okay, so let's put that right up in there, our sentiment. Okay, and I really want to use some of these faceted dots. So let's get these open. I thought I'd do that with you. Do the whole opening process with you. Because they are so pretty. Look at those pretty little things. And I'm going to take some of my, I like to use my paper snips. I've gotten pretty good at using those. And I want to be sure to get the sticky stuff on the back. And I think I'm going to put one right in there on the sentiment. Can you see that? I don't even know if it needs more than one, but I kind of want to use more than one. Maybe I'll put a big one, a couple big ones. I think maybe I'll put one right down in there on top of the vellum. That's kind of nice. And then let me get another big one. And I think I'll put that one right up there. Ooh, aren't they so pretty? Oh my goodness. I love it. What do you think? Let's put it up next to the camera so you can see the bling. I mean, we all love bling, right? There's some bling, here's some bling, and up here. Oh my goodness, I just love this. Now, one thing I waited to do with you is to stamp the envelope and the inside of the card. So I'm going to get out my Flirty Flamingo here, and I left the stamp on the block. It's a pretty big stamp, so it takes a, what does that say there? An E block, a clear E block. Or this would be a good stamp to use with your Stamparatus because it's so large. But I just went ahead and popped it on my E block. And let's put this on our envelope. Let's see. Isn't this going to be gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful that is. Wouldn't you love to receive an envelope like that? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, and let's stamp the inside of our card. I want to make sure that's dry. It doesn't get on the back of my card. So let's put some more ink on. this has been the stamp set, the suite that I've actually been waiting for in the catalog because I just was so drawn to it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it. Love, love, love. So there is our Peony card and envelope. Oh boy, isn't that pretty? It is. It's just beautiful. I mean, you could use any color and this would turn out gorgeous. And I can't even believe what all of you are going to do with it because you all have a lot of different ideas that I don't have. And we all do things differently. So I'm anxious to see if you create something with the Peony set. Post it on the Pretty Paper Cards page. I would love to see what you do. Just post it right on there for me because it's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. I love it. So, and you know that on Mondays, on my blog, prettypapercards.com, I always post the card I made on Friday, and I post this live video again so that other people can see it, anybody that didn't have a chance to tune in. But I hope you'll share this with other people and with your friends who might want to see this beautiful stamp set, this beautiful suite. And if you want to order it, the catalog is live. It's ready to go. You can order anything that your little heart desires. So please use my host code for the month. Again, it's on my blog. I'm sorry, I will post it on when I will put it as a comment and post it on this video post as soon as we're done. But I just want to thank you for stopping by. I love having you. And I hope that you'll share the video and win one of the two faceted dot sets that I have because they're still perfect. They match the in colors that are still ongoing. And by the way, tomorrow I'm going to do a live video, a walk through the catalog. I'm not sure about the time yet. I will, as soon as I figure out what time I'm going to do it, I will post it for you. But I'm going to do a live walk through the catalog tomorrow with all my new goodies. So thank you so much and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.